You've lived a life dominated by doubt and fear. How do you step into bravery? Step. That's how you step into bravery. Step. Take the step. Step aggressively towards your fear. And that step towards your fear is the step into bravery. How do you get to the gym every day? You step. You go. How do you change your diet? You step. You go. How do you overcome fear of failure or fear of success or fear of fear itself? You step. And how do you face the fear of the unknown? You step. Don't wait anymore. Don't think anymore. Don't plan anymore. Don't contemplate anymore. Don't make any more excuses or justifications. Don't rationalize anything else. No, no, and no. Instead, be aggressive. Take action now. And what is the first action that you need to take? What's the first step you need to take? The first step you need to take is just that. Step.
I always see myself as, what can I do to optimize myself more, right? So even though I'm an entrepreneur, I see myself as an athlete. And make no mistake about it, an athlete always tries to stay in an optimized state, right? Optimized state in their training, in their nutrition, in their mindset, in their surroundings, in their sleep and recovery, because if that athlete can stay optimized, there's a greater chance of winning the prize during that competitive time in his life. So with that said, I want to share with you 5 areas that you can optimize, that I've optimized in my life, that have made a massive difference in my income, impact, and really in my inspiration, the ability to inspire people. Because make no mistake about it, as men, we want to leave a legacy. We want to be able to help drive change in the world. We want to know that there's something significant that I've been able to contribute to, other than just being a liability and consuming content and consuming food and just kind of drifting through life, as Napoleon Hill says, right? I want to have definitiveness of purpose. I want to know that when I put my head down to that final resting place when I'm 100 years old and I'm going to pass away, that I could pass away with a smile, knowing that I've loved, that I've inspired, that I've optimized myself, and that when I go to heaven, and I meet the idealized version of myself, that guy's my twin and not someone I don't recognize. You can't walk around with a mental and emotional limp and think that you're somehow gonna change the world and change your circumstances for yourself and your family. You're not. You're never gonna be a fucking role model to no one when you're mentally and emotionally limping around. And I say this with love, bro. I say this because I give a shit about you. I say this because no one else is willing to tell you that unless you work through your shit and optimize your mindset and build the mental toughness, no one's willing to tell you that unless you do that, you're never gonna break the glass ceiling. There's a glass ceiling that's limiting your growth, your happiness, your fulfillment. It's stopping you from reaching your purpose.
When you do everything you can, when you, on a daily level, and this is why I talk about Win the Day, which is episode 16 on Real AF. When you literally execute on everything that you could and you do everything that you can, you have no other option but to be moved into a place of confidence. People lie. People pretend. All these people out there that you think have all their shit together, they're fucking lying. They go home at night and they have issues. They go home at night and they have struggles. They have thoughts. They have these anxious feelings that you have. All of these things that you have, they have.
I always like to think about optimizing myself, right? Even though I'm not an athlete, like I work out, but I've never really seen myself as an athlete. I never played any sports in high school, went to college for 32 days and then dropped out of junior college, so not really a collegiate athlete. But I always worked out, and I enjoyed working out. And I realized years later that when you exercise consistently, you change your body, you build muscle, you stay lean, you're able to put yourself through hard workouts and delay the gratification. Instead of eating a fucking jelly donut and slapping your fat gelatinous titties around, you actually go to the gym, you do some dumbbell presses, some cable flies, some push-ups, some burpees, and you actually build pecs instead of titties. That is a precursor to the successful man that I became, right? Because the consistency of working out right, of doing it even when I didn't feel like it, of pushing myself through tough workouts, led to building the body that I was proud of, having the confidence that I stacked wins over months and years. And if I could do that, if I could transform my fat little gelatinous body that I was as a high school kid into a jacked, awesome human being that I am, well then maybe I could do something else great as well.
Maybe anger hardens your mind to where you don't notice the subtle, quiet beauty of the world. The quiet love that's always there, that permeates everything. Sometimes you can become deeply cynical about the world if it's the Nietzsche thing. Battle not with monsters, lest ye become a monster. And if you gaze into the abyss gazes also into you.
Right. But I would say, bring it on. Right? Because that's why I also say, knowing that he's absolutely right, but if you gaze into the abyss long enough, you see the light, not the darkness.
Are you sure about that?
I'm betting my life on it.